Now we are alive, the plain of jar site number 2. So this site, the stone jar we have found in total, more than 92 jars are spread across two adjacent hillsides. So site 2A and site 2B. And you know why we say plain of jar? Because plain in English it means flat. But when we are visiting every site, they are on the hills or the mountain like this. So how come we say plain of jar? Because we have mistranslation French into English. Madame Colony, she came in 1930. She was archaeologist from France. And she came to plain of jar and she excavated. She had found a lot of the stone jar. And then she said in her language, plain it means many. So that's why we have mistranslation French into English. Plain of jar, it means many jars. And the stone jar actually not only in Laos. So they have found something very similar in Vietnam. And the stone jar they also found in India and also in Indonesia. So the stone jar they have found in those countries, they don't say plain of jar there. So because not many jars, so more jar in Laos. So that's why we call plain of jar in Laos. So the one they have found in Vietnam, in India, in Borneo, in between Malaysia and Indonesia, in Sulawesi. So according to archaeologists, they just study and they just presume probably same age, same people, same tribe. Maybe the trader, they trade the salt from Vietnam down past through here, through India and through Borneo, because along the trail they have found something very common. So now today I have two history to explain you. So the first history from archaeologists, what people they believe, and second history from local legend, what people they believe. Because two history, they are really big difference. Because this culture, it was long lost civilization, it was Polish long gone. So that's why they didn't know exactly what purpose the ancient people they used them for, like why, when, how, who, and what, you know. So let me to explain you about the story from archaeologists, what people they believe first, and after that I would show you like local legend, what people they believe. So plain of jar, according to archaeologists, they study the jar are funeral and carved by iron. Aged people around 2,500 years old. In 1930, there was archaeologist from France, Madeleine Colony. She came here and she excavated at 12 plain of jar site, and her systematic she approach and research of the jar led her to empty the content of the jars. So she excavated underneath of the jars and around the jars, but inside the jar she had found like human burn bone and also the ashes. Then she continued to excavate around the jars. She had found ceramic pottery and also glass bead or something like this. Then she continued to excavate underneath of the jars. She found nothing. So actually Madame Colony, she had found something remain inside the jar and around the jars. So that's why she just presumed probably the ancient people, they used the jar for funeral urn or for cremate jars, but when people they die, they not cremate the body inside the jar directly. So they probably cremate the body inside a cave at jar site number 1. So when we go back to the plain of jar site number 1, you could see like, you know, a man-made cave, and that cave it was like crematorium cave. So what Madame Colony, she just presumed probably the ancient people they cremate the body in the cave and then take something remain from cave, put into the jars or something like this. So that's why she said crematorium cave and funeral urn jars. And in 1930, when she came, she had found some stone jar on the top have cover. And some of them, they have been opened from ancestor. But they used for two things different. So the one that have cover, probably the ancient people, they use those jars for offering storage, for food, for water. And the other one, like have been opened from ancestor, probably the ancient people, they use those jars for the body, for cremation or something like this. So let them open to the sky. So next reincarnation, people they could go out and touch new life or something like this. So that's why you could imagine some stone jar on the top have, you know, rim on the top. It means like for the cover, the rim or the edge. And some of them on the top flat, it means like have been opened from ancestor. So those jars they use for funeral urn or something like this. So in 1930, she also found like not only the stone jar, Madame Colony, she had found also stone grave marker. So grave marker, one word we call stone disc. So this stone disc or grave marker, it used to show where the bone very barely when people they die. So the symbol for family. And if you would like to know how many people in a family, you could count the jar. So one jar belongs to one person, and one grave marker could be whole family. So a grave marker shaped like that flat stone on the ground, so we call grave marker, not stone lit, not stone carver. So those like stone grave marker, yes. And 85% the stone jar they made of sandstone, and other percent they made of granite and also conglomerate. So conglomerate, so this is like natural, not man-made. So today we have been found more than 7 places the quarry site where the stone jar came from. And how come we say quarry site? Because we have found the stone jar have been half finished. So unfinished, they put the same place where people they made. So they just brought them from quarry site to the site, just only good form. So when you go to quarry site, you would see like lot of jar and thousands of chipping rock from carving, because this age like iron age. So they have the chisel, they carve by chisel marker. So now we know where the stone jar come from, but we still unknown what purpose the ancient people they used them for, and how could the ancient people they brought them to the site. But actually we have found like the ancient trail also. For example, like jar site number 2 to jar site 3, they also found the ancient trail, and also jar site number 1, from jar site number 1 to the quarry site about 10 km away, they also found the ancient trail. So this is information of Madame Colony, but later on in 2016, we have archaeologists from Melbourne University. So they excavate the plain of jar, site number 1, site number 2. So finally they have found like human, skeleton. So that's why archaeologists, they just presume probably the ancient people, they use them for decompose the body. When people they die, they put dead people inside the jars, and after that their family they have to wait, until their body melt and then take out from inside and bury it in the ground. But actually they're not buried underneath of the jars, just around the jars. So this information from new archaeologists from 2016 before COVID-19. So they said probably the stone jar they use for, burial site and decompose the body. So this is information of archaeologists, what they believe or just presume or estimate. But now I would like to tell you like local legend. So local legend also very interesting, because this local legend, they believe every single jar they use for king cup, for mythical King Kun Chiang. His name King Kun Chiang. So actually Mr. King Kun Chiang, he has long fight the war, the war with other tribe. So when he finished, he would like to celebrate with his army, military. So that's why he just order big stone and carve out to make the jars, and then make, fermentation, rice wine, and he could celebrate 7 days and 7 nights. So lot of jars have been broken according to local legend. They said like after they drink and they drank and they just broke them. So that's why local legend they believe the stone jar they used for whiskey, for Lao, for drinking, for mythical King Kun Chiang. Yes. So this is information of local legend. Yes. So now I will show you also. You could see big banyan tree over there behind me. Behind me, big banyan tree grow inside the jars, and make the jar is broken by the tree. So according to local legend, they believe long time ago there was a couple of birds. They love each other. So lady, she was like queen daughter, and gentleman, he was really poor family, but they love each other. So one day they need their love forever, and both of them, they just fortune to grow the tree, and they believe if the tree grow up, they love forever, and if the tree doesn't grow, their love finish or something like this. So one day it was really great time for lady. She took her boyfriends, bring to her parents, went alive to palace. And the king said, how come my daughter, you are very famous family, and why you have very poor and ugly person? So now please stop. If you don't stop, I will kill you or something like this. So when a couple of birds, they heard that sound from parents against, stop each other. And finally, both of them, they will suicide themselves. And after they killed themselves, lady blood lost there, and gentleman blood lost here. And long time ago, have the tree come up. The tree looked like animal. Would you mind coming here? I will show you. So after they suicide themselves or kill themselves, lady blood, lost here, and gentleman blood lost there. And long time ago, have the tree come up. So the tree looked like animal shape. So could you see like this is look like elephant, for example, like eyes and trunk, elephant. This is also elephant, eyes and trunk. So elephant, the symbol for lady, because she was like queen, daughter. So next reincarnation, she could be famous animal because her blood lost here. And then gentleman blood lost here, and long time ago have the tree come up. So the tree look like buffalo. So I will show you. two horns, face, and the body. So the buffalo, the symbol for gentleman, because he was really poor family and ugly person. So next reincarnation, he could be like a buffalo because his blood lost here. Yeah, so this is local legend. So this is we call grave marker. So before it used to be like big and circle flat on the ground. But how come today you could see like this? Because from 1964 to 1973, so plate of jar, they used for fighting area, every site. So that's why a lot of them have been broken. So I would say like about 40% the stone jar have been destroyed from the bomb, and also the grave marker like this. But not only from the bomb, from people also, and from animal, because long time ago we didn't have like fence around. So when cow or buffalo come and rubbing or step on it and have been broken. And you know, sandstone really easy away with the rubbing. And from the local people a long time ago, they thought the stone jar not really important. So that's why a lot of the stone jar, smaller one, have been taken away by local people. They use for foundation, for house, or for sharpening knife, or grinding the rice, or something like this. Yes. So now I would like to show you, this is a grave marker. So grave marker, it used to show where the bone really bury when people they die. So the symbol for family. And if you would like to know how many people in a family, you could count the jar. So one jar belong to one person, and one grave marker like this, like whole family. Yes. So this is a grave marker. So actually, the stone jar or plate of jar average about 2,500 years old, or maybe 3,000 years old, like 500 BC. So this is really old, you know, and really unique, you know, place in Laos. So I would like to welcome everybody, you know, visit the plate of jars. So this is like a unique places. And anyone, when you come to Pon Swan, you could like contact like from Facebook or from TripAdvisor or my phone number or something like this. Yes, I'm really happy to help. Yes, so this is my beautiful, you know, province in Laos. So that's why, you know, Plain of Jar also really unique places, you know, in Laos. So warmly welcome everybody come and to see, you know, my beautiful province and see like unique site like Plain of Jars. So it is a bomb crater from 1964 to 1973 during the secret war that happened in Laos. And this crater from 750 kilogram, the size of the bomb. But the crater like, I mean, not small and not big, like a medium. So actually if you see crater along Ho Chi Minh Trail and also Viet Cong Trail, it would be bigger than this one, maybe like, you know, double or triple of this, because they drop along Ho Chi Minh Trail from 1 ton or 2 tons, but this is just only you know 750 kilograms. So that's why a lot of stone jar have been broken like this. Could be 40%. See, a lot of them yes have been broken. So now we are here at Plain of Jar site 2B. So actually jar site number 2B also a little bit different from 2A, because you see like big open area, see a lot of things different. Yes, the scenery behind me also really amazing, really beautiful here. And what I'm going to say, so this is a grave marker, so the one that's really unique from the other side, because you could see like shape of the body like human carving. You see like 2 arms, legs and the body, but missing head. But this one, I think probably erosion from the weather, and the other side could be broken down from the bomb or from the XO or something like this, yes. And actually you see like new ground or new surface, the soil. So actually from archaeologists, they just excavate in 2016 by archaeologists from Melbourne University. But in this area, they didn't find anything remain, because long time ago, 1,000 years ago, probably it was like grave hunter come and, you know, looting or pillage. Yeah, so that's why this area they didn't find anything remain. But at just site number 1, they found like, you know, human skeleton, glass bead, ceramic pottery or something valuable, but here nothing, just only empty. Down here you see like really amazing, really beautiful the scenery, and behind me over there, lot of vegetation and people they grow like rice paddy field farm, and on the top of the mountain, really far away, like further down over there, like a valley, you could see like, you know, the place that people they looking for the birds, like trap we call swallow, and some places also contaminate from Agent Orange, and also lot of bomb craters as well. You see like pock mark, from here, quite far away from here. Yes.
We're doing this for all of you. If you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment below. See you next time.